Hello my fellow pagans and witches. Today I'm going to do a video on how to make a smudge stick. I've just realised I've just momentarily forgotten something and what I've done with it. Okay, one minute. Reaches for the bag. Right, I've got my bag. I've got my book. I'm going to make today is a smudge stick. I decided to do this after I just nipped into the garden and got some bits and bobs. I got some sage. It's now starting to change now, so it's going to be getting ready to be cut back anyway. I've also got some lavender. I'm going to do this differently because usually when people use lavender, they use the lavender flowers, but I tend to leave the flowers for the bees and that to get. So by the time we get to them, they're pretty much gone. So you can use the leaves. The leaves are absolutely fine. Smell is lovely. And then we've got some one of my other favourites, rosemary, which is beautiful, beautiful rosemary. I love it. Oh, I love the smell of rosemary. So I'm going to make a smudge stick using these. Now, the reason I picked these particular ones is I went through my books. I knew more or less the magical properties. I always use this one, my trusty Scott Cunningham book. But I also used things like Herbal Law book, this one, which is by KJ Simmel. I also use this trusty one, the Encyclopedia of Magical Ingredients by Lexa Rosen. This is another great one, Master of Herbalism by Paul Beryl. And all the magical properties and that are further back. This is all to do with remedies and things. It's excellent books. So I'll just shift those out of my way before I break my neck. So I made some notes in my notebook. I want to talk about this. I tend to use notebooks more than anything. Not that on or around. Oh, that's the one. So these will have protection, love, and peace in them. Also harmony. And of course there's the cleansing properties and purifying properties of all three of them. They all are able to do that. So it's quite a nice all-rounder. But I wanted the love and harmony part and peace, which I thought would be nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut these down a bit, so they're a little bit neater. I'm hoping my battery survives this. Decided also to do this for this week's OWC because it involves fire. When you use smudge sticks or wands, or I never quite know. I always hate using the word smudge sticks because it's a Native American term. Smoking sticks? I don't know. Any ideas? Just put them at the bottom. These are already fine because I don't want it really, really long to keep getting caught up in the microphone cable. So I'm going to bunch these together. I'm also going to choose some thread. Get these really inexpensively, even at pound stores, dollar stores, those types of places. I think I'm going to use some pale blue, which is a nice calming colour. Just have to find the end. There we are, the end is now. So I'll bunch these together. That's going to be a bit long, I think, so I'm just going to trim that end. Any bits that you trim up, just put them back in the bottom, like so. Because I say I don't want this to be a really long stick. A short one. Floristry skills coming to being. I never thought that would happen. Combining floristry with witchcraft. That's going to be a bit there. Like that. I mean, even the sticks. I mean, I use Pablo sticks and things. These for that's sandalwood. That one. These are really great for smudging, but you could get sage wood, or you could get lavender wood and do exactly the same with those. Just dry them out and then use them when you're ready. I'm going to put sage in the middle, I think. That's going to be a bit sticky out, isn't it? No worries. That's more or less the shape I'm aiming for. Get my string. Give it a bit of a... This is always the finicky bit. It's getting that initial tie. You want to make sure it's nice and tight. If it's too loose, they won't light properly. You may have to retie it once it's dried out, because the foliage will shrink. But basically, you're just binding it. So I tend to do it a bit like that. Oops. And so forth. Just make it as tight as you can get it. Don't expect it to be neat, because it won't be. I'm going to have all this foliage just sticking out left, right and centre. What I sometimes do is I'll go back down to the bottom so I can tie it off. Oh, my ring's getting away. Keep going. Just making sure the camera's still going. You can make these from all sorts of herbs. You know, I've also made them from pine. They make really nice ones. What you have to be careful with them is the sap, the resin. As it burns, it can be quite flammable, so you just need to be a little bit careful. With regards to drying, make sure you put not direct heat. You don't want to go putting it directly on the radiator or anything. It will depend on the materials they used. More woody, thicker leaves will take longer. And this is a bit of a mixture. So I'm just going to take this back down to the bottom. So this may take a few weeks to dry out properly. You can put it near a radiator, just don't sit it actually on the radiator. This will dry out too quickly. May well be too much string on this one. Why? Thank you. Trials and tribulations and witchcraft. Knotted knots. It always happens on camera, have you noticed? Come on. Thank you. Right. Just hold that one out. I thought this would be nice for working on doing spirit work, because of the properties, the protections to help protect you, and because I'm not into banishing, although the rosemary can be used for banishing, as can sage. Scissors, work, scissors, thank you. Right. But that's not really what I was aiming for, because I tend to be pretty careful on what I let into my home. It's going to not tie properly now for me. It's going to be mean. There we go. Nice and tight. a voila, one smudge, smoking wand, whatever you want to call it. Any ideas? Any ideas? For a new name for Western's non-Native American smoking stick. So there you have it. It's used for protection, for love, for harmony and peace, as well as cleansing and purifying your work area, your home, whatever you want to use it for. Okay, hope you enjoy that. It's very simple. I'll say just leave it for, it's probably going to take a few weeks to do that because of the nature of the materials that are actually used. Don't put it on direct heat, don't go sticking it on the radiator, and just leave it to dry. There's no rush, just let it do its thing. Okay, thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon. Merry meet, merry part, merry meet again.